Main batteries are shut down. We're stuck out here.
Man, I love this part. It makes Chief look like such a superhero.
You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do?
I get serious Halo 4 announcement trailer vibes, like right there.
Enough.
So I see.
When Chief wakes up and he's just shooting the sticky dead and flying through the Forward Unto Dawn. Really, really cool cinematic, if you guys ask
I need
me.
you to understand. There's not much time.
Just the amount of detail that we see as far as scars on his armor is so different from what we've seen in previous trailers. Like, he's been through some stuff at this point. Obviously, Discover Hope is right at the beginning of the game. He's a little bit cleaner than he is here.
Cortana?
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
How? By you?
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you...
And the music is just so good.
Okay then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete. Still here.
Good.
Good.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
I love
Are you
that.
sure?
I mean, the fan theories are right, man. Cortana Part 2. A copy of Cortana. Ever since we saw that serial number. I'm so glad we got to see both multiplayer and campaign. So we know what the name of the copy of Cortana is. So Halo Infinite will continue the story of Master Chief and Cortana from Halo 5. However, it's also going to tell a story that's welcoming for new players. Cortana's fate is one of the Infinite campaign's big mysteries, and early in the story, you will meet a new UNSC AI called the Weapon, and that was created to help stop Cortana. Together with the pilot, the Master Chief, and the Weapon must begin an epic adventure to explore Zeta Halo, defeat the banished forces who control the ring, and unravel even more mysteries along the way. Now, we also have confirmation of flights happening this summer through the Halo Insider program. I've already done videos showing you guys how to sign up for the Halo Insider program, step-by-step guide. So make sure you guys go watch that if you need help with that process. Now, it doesn't say anything about being multiplayer only. This could have campaign stuff in there too. We could be playing the campaign demo that we saw from last year's E3 demo in one of these flights. You never know. It could be multiplayer and campaign. We could have multiple flights as well. So featuring different things. This is really exciting stuff. And I'm going to share some extra details with you guys that was revealed in other blog posts from 343.
A new day is upon us.
As you guys can see, no more red versus blue, so an outline.
Built to fight.
So let's stop it right there real quick, because there's actually a lot to go off of what 343 said as far as what you guys are seeing on screen there as far as those Spartans and talking to that one Spartan woman. So this is basically called the Spartan Academy, and Spartan Commander Lorette, the one you guys saw talking to the other Spartans, will help players familiarize themselves with maps, weapons, and equipment. They're also introducing bot matches to Halo Infinite so that players new and old can warm up before they hit the battlefield, which is really big, honestly. I think this is really cool. They say they've got more in store for bots and the Academy content over time that they look forward to rolling out as the game evolves. So the Academy, basically training mode, will also feature a target range. And you could also jump right into customizable training skirmishes and square off against AI-controlled bots like we talked about earlier. Training mode lets you configure specific loadouts, deploy opponent bots of various skill levels, and practice on your own terms. Bots can also be configured in custom games to tailor the experience and even fill in roster spots for MIA Fireteam members. So with new training options, bots to spar against, skill-based matchmaking, and improved systems that deliver better communication of key info to players during a match, which makes me wonder if there's going to be some sort of maybe pinging system, which would be kind of cool, especially for people who aren't on comms. They're excited to welcome Spartans of all skill levels and help you battle your way to the top of each season. So seasons, and probably most likely season pass. We'll talk about that a little bit later in this video, confirmed for Halo Infinite.
Together, we are
So we see the Brute Chopper, Wasp, Rocket Hog, Ghosts, Banished Vehicles. Here we get a nice look at some different looking Spartans. The visors are pretty special with these Spartans as well. Really cool stuff. You see a Spartan here with not only a robotic arm or prosthetic arm, prosthetic leg as well. So customization is definitely going to be absolutely insane when it comes to Infinite. So many options, and we're going to touch on that in a little bit here. Obviously, like we said, no more red versus blue. Weapons on the wall there. Now this new piece of equipment, guys, new piece of equipment. It's called the Threat Sensor, which is a area of effect support device that periodically pulses and illuminates enemy players within its radius, while aptly named Repulsor, which we'll see in a little bit, can be used to deflect projectiles and anything else that gets in the way. That is the other piece of equipment that they've featured. Now, these won't be the only things that will be in Halo Infinite multiplayer. Of course, we've seen the grapple shot and the drop wall. And the drop wall looks to function a little bit different than it does in campaign, which is interesting. So we'll talk about that as well. But they will be adding more additions to come in future seasonal updates to Halo Infinite. This is a live game. It's going to be added to. It's going to be changed. Content will be flowing through this game constantly, which is honestly really exciting to me to have a Halo game that's going to last us a long time. Let's talk about customization real quick before we move on with the trailer. So this looks to be almost like a pre-game lobby screen showing off the different Spartans and their customization. You know, like we said, no more red versus blue, and you get to really shine through with whatever kind of colors you have there on your Spartan. The really cool thing, if you guys ask me, is this look of the visors. They look extremely different. Like you see these different patterns. Like the customization options are insane, guys. The Armor Hall offers more per-piece customization options than any prior Halo game, including everything from helmets to visors to gloves to shoulder pads and more. Customization doesn't stop at armor. You'll be able to earn and apply coatings to weapons and vehicles too. And that helpful and humorous voice you hear in the trailer, that you guys will hear later on, kind of sounds like almost like a monitor in the background. It's one of the examples of a new personal AI that you'll have that you can equip during multiplayer matches. This is really crazy. So they could also help capture objectives like pictured below. And the final game will include even more ways to customize your Spartan than what they're showing today, of course. And there are a few surprises left to share. Maybe armor effects. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm still not sure. What does that mean? What do you guys think that means? Helps you capture objectives, this personal AI that's customizable. Very interesting. So they introduced a new friend and foe system for multiplayer games. At a high level, this functions as an outline system that uses different colors to denote friends and foes. These colors are configurable for accessibility purposes, and whatever colors you assign will match your scoreboard, your team bases, and your team flags. This will switch on the fly. That's like really cool. So if you choose for, your friendly team to be green, in your settings, your flag, your base is going to change to be green. That's why it's kind of like this hologram looking flag. I think that is absolutely cool, guys. I think that's a really cool way to let you customize it even more. You see the pickup of the grapple shot with a nice look at this Halo Infinite sniper rifle. Line up that no scope. Okay, what is this weapon, guys? This is not UNSC. It doesn't look like it. Or Banished. Is that a Promethean weapon? Like, it doesn't even look Promethean. What is purple energy? Like, what is that? Could be. Maybe it's Forerunner weapon. Who knows? Forerunner technology. I'm not going to say Promethean just yet because usually Prometheans have that orange, hard light to them. And this is different. This could be maybe pure Forerunner tech. I don't know. Very interesting. It banks off of walls. As you guys can see, it looks like a Spartan training ground here. Great look at the gravity hammer. Here is your look at the other piece of new equipment there that we talked about. It's called the repulsor, which acts like a shield. You guys will see in a little bit here. I love this animation. Freaking Steitzer sounds amazing. And as you guys can see, the Spartan activate this shield. You see the little hexagons on screen. Very cool effect. And it's out. That shield is out and it's deflecting the plasma pistol shot right back at this Spartan who shot it at our guy with the repulsor here. Boom. Reverse noob combo. And I always thought that reticle is very interesting. Spartan 4 logo here. Avery J. Johnson Academy of Military Science. Really cool. Really, really cool. Sergeant Johnson, and dedication to him. And the drop wall can be damaged. Obviously not as big as it was in campaign. Very interesting stuff there. Here is that personal, I guess it's called Lumu. That personal AI that we were talking about. We have Mongoose. Was that a Gun Goose? Let's look. Yes, Gun Goose. Pulling a weapon towards you with the grapple, awesome. This is the skewer. Man, this thing is badass. Watch the damage this thing does to that warthog. Insane. Grapple Jack. New metal. Very cool stuff. And now, let's talk some Big Team Battle 2.0. The Big Team Battle 2.0 mode will feature 24 players, so 12 on 12 instead of the 8v8 that we're used to. And it is the epitome of the Halo experience and the ultimate Spartan battle fantasy, with Pelicans swooping in to deploy fresh vehicles, weapon ordnance dropping from the sky, and tactical updates from Commander Lorette. Now, on top of that, players will also experience more things besides just social matchmaking and ranked playlists in Halo Infinite. Limited time seasonal events with special rewards are on the line. This is very cool, guys. So you'll be able to play together on console and PC via crossplay, while support for cross progression means you can move freely from one platform to the other and keep working on your Spartan's journey without losing progress. So you'll be able to enjoy, of course, 120 frames on the Series X, and PC players will have a wide variety of configurable settings, from frame rate to graphics, keybinds, all that great stuff that we talked about before from the Inside Infinite PC update. So this is very cool. And of course, Infinite will also support split screen on Xbox and LAN play via a PC local server. Very interesting. We don't see it say split screen on PC. We'll have to wait and see for that. And they don't ever talk about crossplay for campaign. So I'm definitely going to have to ask about that. We also, something to note, have another dive into Halo Infinite multiplayer, a video tomorrow. So I'll have a breakdown for you guys tomorrow on the channel. And it will be Monday, 6/14 at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 11 a.m. Eastern. And I'm excited. Hopefully we get some cool new tidbits of information there.
Claim the enemy flag.
Have a look at the Scorpion there.
Return.
These are like bigger man cannons, it looks like. So you could literally take vehicles across that. Very interesting stuff. A better look at the Scorpion. And right there you guys can see that little pod. Looks to be a weapon ordnance right there. We get a really cool look at vehicle destruction here. We know Infinite will feature a more detailed vehicle destruction. You could shoot wheels, the tires, and pop the tires and warthogs and things like that. Aerial vehicles, you could pop stuff off, and look at that ghost. Just lost a whole side of it. The whole wing just popped off there. Very interesting. A better look at the Ravager that we saw in the original gameplay demo of Halo Infinite in the campaign. It's gotten a redesign, a slight redesign. Looks pretty cool. The bayonet looks a little bit redesigned there. Very cool stuff. A better look at the chopper as well. Obviously, this stuff will be customizable like they talked about. We will have vehicle skins in Halo Infinite, which is pretty sweet, all the customization we're getting. I'm a sucker for customization, man. And something my buddy pointed out, maybe there is lock-on with the rocket launcher. We'll have to wait and see on that one. You got your ordnance. Sniper glint, my friend pointed that out as well. And the skewer, just, man, that thing is devastating. Pulse carbine. I'm wondering what this is. Now, I personally was never a big fan of equipment, all right? I thought they were very one-sided and they turned the tide of a battle very quickly. Something I absolutely love about Infinite, and I actually asked this question in the Ask 343 event before, is for some sort of visual identifier when somebody has a certain piece of equipment. It looks like that is the case. You can tell this person has the drop shield equipment there. When you have the grapple, it is on your forearm, just like Chief in the campaign. And like we saw earlier with the repulsor, it was a big shield on the arm. So you can identify visually like, hey, I need to be careful what I'm doing in this engagement, how I'm going to get into this fight. This person has a repulsor, so they could block something. If I have a rocket launcher, I might want to think twice before shooting it at this person directly. You know, you want to shoot it at their feet, which you should do with a rocket anyways. But just an example, you know, I think that is awesome. It really provides some sort of balance to equipment. And like we said, so this will change based on whatever your settings are. So obviously this player here has the setting for enemies appearing as red. If you're in the enemy spawn and you're going to their flag, it would be red. If you have their outline set to red in your settings, I think that is so damn cool.
The flag is up.
And it will reflect there on their base. The flag looks dope. Okay, running with the flag. Let me know what you guys think about that. Very interesting. Please haul ass at your earliest convenience. I think that's hilarious.
At your earliest convenience.
I can't wait to play this game, guys. Interesting. Why is the oddball so small? Like, I understand the Spartan's hands are big, but it's never looked this small in a Spartan's hands before. So very interesting. And is this some sort of graffiti that's already on the map or part of, you know, customization, like sprays and stuff? I think it's the latter. They're going to need some sort of filler in the battle pass for when people buy it. Obviously, that is good filler. Stuff like sprays and things like that would be good filler for a battle pass. And maybe even being able to customize the color of the flame on the oddball. This melee is absolutely devastating. I think that's awesome. What were they dropping there? A nice look at the spanker. There we go, the visual identifier for the grapple shot. And this. Such a cool armor. And this is just for Season 1, guys. So the first season for Halo Infinite, they already have the official name of it. Heroes of Reach, including a super sweet Yoroi Spartan. I'm probably mispronouncing that. And in case you were wondering, the Yoroi armor is free and you can unlock it just by playing events in Season 1. So I wonder if we'll get even like, you know, at the end of a battle pass, some really dope, sweet armor. Maybe a different looking variant of that armor, which would be pretty cool to incentivize players to really grind out that whole battle pass. But you could get that completely by free, guys. Completely by free. So each season will feature a new assortment of customization pieces and components that can be earned via gameplay. So there you go. That's another reaffirming confirmation that you could still earn stuff via gameplay, via challenges, which is something I'm very adamant about, events that we talked about earlier, and also purchase, of course, is an option because some people won't have time to grind this kind of stuff out, and it's a free-to-play game. So they also reaffirm that there are no loot boxes or elements of chance if you decide to purchase an optional customization item. And of course, all of Infinite's Spartan customization elements are purely cosmetic and have no impact on actual gameplay. Absolutely love it. And yeah, I don't know why the plasma grenades look so big in a Spartan's hands. Get a good look at the redesign of the sidekick. And that combat evolved, baby. Use the plasma grenade to bring a weapon towards you. And this animation is absolutely sick, man. And this close-up. Give me this freaking game. Give me this freaking game. Right now, I need to play this flight, man. I'm ready for a new Halo. This is good stuff. So stay tuned to the channel. I'll be breaking down that multiplayer overview for you guys tomorrow. Cannon Fodder on Wednesday. I'm going to be a busy man this week. And Inside Infinite is next week on the 24th. They'll be talking about the future of Halo Waypoint, the work the team is doing to extend your Halo Infinite experience. We already know about a mobile app coming. And they'll also catch up with members of the live team to talk player engagement and customization, which, music to my ears. I cannot wait to find out more about the customization for this game, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to catch you in a previous video of mine or a future video of mine. Until that time comes, I'm your boy Pat, man, and I'm out.